We are back with our Navy Dynasty. The goal of this dynasty is to take Navy from the very bottom conference, the MAC, and promotion by promotion, year by year, work them all the way to the top conference, that is the SEC. Our season started a little bit of a bumpy road. We dropped our first game against Baylor, then we picked up some big wins. We are coming into today's episode at a 3-1 record, looking to work our way to the Mountain West Conference. Again, in relegation, the top two teams are promoted to the higher conference. The bottom two teams are demoted to the bottom conference. So we are in the MAC, currently on top of the landscape, getting ready to take on the Warriors of Hawaii. And it's a 7-6 game second quarter, and we are running the multiple option offense, and we have Chance Warren taking it to the end zone for a touchdown to give us the lead before half. But the Hawaii Warriors will take a lead into the half after a late touchdown. But here in the fourth quarter, we're up 2. They miss a field goal. They push it left, but we unfortunately throw an interception, our first turnover on the game, and Hawaii on the read option will answer and take the late lead. But we didn't have any quit in us. We pick up a third down conversion, and then here on a second down and 10, an incomplete pass as we are drilled on the throw. So our line decided to do it with his legs, something he can trust a lot more as he pounds into the end zone 15 yards to give us the 1-point lead. So Hawaii, with a last-ditch effort, it is incomplete, and we survive on our home field to pick up a huge win, getting ready to take on number 14 BYU, a team that has been very, very good in the ACC this year. And we started off early with a 7-0 lead, and then right here, 1 yard out, we put it in the end zone, make it a 2-score lead. But BYU would battle back in this game. It's a 21-10 game, but we find our man Cooper for a first down, and then here he is again, Chance Warren stretching out wide, showing the speed, end zone touchdown to make it a 28-10 game. So here's BYU, a third down and 25. We need a huge stop. They don't pick up enough, so it's a fourth down. We would get the ball back in our line into the end zone, but unfortunately would go out with a ACL sprain. He would be out for a month of action, and this gave BYU a chance. They would battle back and try to get in this game with a touchdown on the ground. So here is our backup, Maynor. How would he do in response? And he goes into the end zone, juking out the defense 9 yards out. We would prove to be enough, a win for our Navy Midshipmen. Our line injured for a month. Maynor takes over as we get ready to take on our toughest competition in our conference, the #1 defense in Colorado, and they looked stout early on. Back and forth, these two defenses went as Colorado here, a backwards pass goes out of bounds, a loss of 10, but they would get on the scoreboard first. A few yards out, there is Broussard for a touchdown. So how would our offense respond? There is Gleaton, Maynor to Gleaton, a 14-yard reception, and on a 3rd and 8, he can run it as well. He picks up a block, gets out of bounds for an 11-yard rush, and then here, trailing by 7, a 2nd and goal, it is the option to Coleman. He jukes out the defense, picks up 7. So 4th and goal. Before the half, we decided to fake the field goal, and we have a man open, but it's batted down, incomplete. But start of the second half, we would pick up a 69-yard touchdown to Cooper. So 4th and 4, trailing 6. Maynard picks it up. He jukes over and jumps over the defense for 8 yards. And on a 2nd and goal, play action. There he is. It's Walker for the touchdown to give us the lead. So with a late lead up 1, our defense comes through huge. Last play of the game, we pick up the sack, and we survive against Colorado as Maynor in his first start picks up 2 touchdowns and a win. 6-1 now, 2-0 in the conference, getting ready to take on Notre Dame in the snow. Scoreless game, 3rd and 5 here for Butchner, and he picks up a conversion there for Lindsay, and a 1st and goal. It would go to Williams up the middle for a 4-yard score. So trailing early, and it was all the Notre Dame defense here. They really just put the pressure on Maynor in this offensive line. We were struggling to really get the ball rolling downfield, as you can see, down 17-0. With a 4th and 1, we need to get something going. Here's Chance Warren powering ahead for a 9-yard run. And then here on a 1st and goal, Aussie breaks a tackle into the end zone, gives us our first score of the game, and it's a 3rd and 24. But again, Notre Dame off the edge, bringing pressure. 4th and 24, can't do much here. We're running. We have everybody downfield. Maynard just trying to get down and in, but he cannot get enough, and Notre Dame would dominate here on their home field in the snow and pick up the big win. So we would need to bounce back after that loss against Florida Atlantic. 4-3 coming into this contest, and they get on the scoreboard first to TJ Chase on the slant. So trailing, we have a 4th and 1. We go with an option, and Maynor untouched, takes it all the way downfield for a massive touchdown to give us a tie game. 3rd and 7 here. We need the defense to come up large, and they do with a 6-yard sack, a massive play by this Navy defense. And then right here, a wild play. Aussie on the option, going to the halfback here, trying to do something, and he finds Chance Warren downfield for a huge 20-yard play. Unbelievable effort there being shown. And then the next play, 1st and 10, Maynard looking, he finds Warren, he puts it in the end zone and gives us a lead here before the half. And it's a 21-10 game now, 1st and goal, and Warren can just do it all. 9 yards out into the end zone for the touchdown. We would then make it now a 28-17 game as Florida Atlantic battling back. But Warren, last effort here before the game, picks up the 1st down. We would survive and get a big win in response after the loss against Notre Dame. Now getting ready to go on the road against Utah State. As we trailed early in this 1st quarter, it was a 13-7 game, and downfield we're looking for an option, but it is intercepted by Mayberry, a huge takeaway. And of course, we would be able to take a lead back late in the 1st quarter, 17-13. So a 3rd and 13, we need the defense to step up as Bonner is dropped, a 6-yard sack. The Navy defense showing up. They pick up a field goal off that drive, and just before the half, Maynor stretching out into the end zone, 12-yard scramble for a touchdown. We're up 11. 3rd and 22. The defense needs a huge play here, and it's almost intercepted by Dre Grace. It is going to lead to a 4th down, and they do not convert. So Maynor now with 4 minutes remaining on the triple option. We hit to our wideout Glayton, and he would go into the end zone, 34 yards, and that would be enough. A huge win, 2 in a row now here for Navy, as Maynor and Cooper and Glayton and company have been prolific, and we are now in the top 25 at an 8-2 record, 4-0 in the MAC. It is all ours here as we have just sealed a conference championship, but now taking on UNLV, a team that had upset in their sights, and their defense was looking really good early on here. As we have a 4th and 2, we pick up a huge conversion as Chance Warren almost able to stretch it out past the defense, but now with a 3rd and 7. Arline back from his injury. How would he be? Well, he puts it on the turf. An unfortunate turnover, and a sign of things to come there with Arline, as he has struggled at times this year. And with a 3rd and 2, triple option, not enough. 4th down and 3. We fake the field goal, and here is our Triton true leader, Maynor. He picks up a huge touchdown to give us the lead just before the half on the fake field goal. So with a 3rd and 17, the defense showing up, doing a great job. An incomplete pass is forced, but UNLV would battle back. They would take a lead late into the 4th quarter. 1 minute remaining. We need the stop, but Jordan Jakes connects. It's a touchdown to give them an 11-point lead. So we would need Arline to be the hero. He picks up Walker there for 20, and on a 1st and 10, running downfield, he finds a touchdown. There is Mark Walker, 25 yards. We would need the onside kick, but UNLV would recover the onside kick and end the comeback and survive on their home field with a big win. So it becomes a final game, Army-Navy game, ladies and gentlemen, to finish off the regular season. This game is all about pride. Has no implication on our actual conference record, but it would be Cade Bernard for Army with the early touchdown. Arline still at the starting QB position, looking downfield, but it's a bad pass. It is picked off by McDuffie for Army, and he would take it across midfield to the 34-yard line. And on a 3rd and goal, Ballard looking, he finds Bernard. He picks up his 2nd of the day, 9 yards out. So it's a 14-0 Army lead, but Aussie doing his part to get Navy back in this game, a 19-yard rush for the touchdown. We'd head to the 4th quarter, 4th and 5, trailing by 10, and there's Arline taking off. He picks up 12 for a 1st down, and on a 3rd and 13, the defense too much, incomplete pass. And that would be all that Army would need. They'd pick up a late touchdown to Bernard again, and Army would continue to show their dominance with a big win. With that, we would pick up our MAC championship as we win our conference and get ready for the Quick Lane Bowl against the Longhorns of UT. So yes, since we won our conference, that means next season we will be promoted to the Mountain West Conference. Again, the bottom 2 teams are demoted to the lower conference. The top 2 teams in each conference are promoted to the higher tiered conference. So we have moved up for next season, as you see some of the conference results here after conference championship championship play of the top and the bottom teams. As you get a look at your top 4 for the college football playoff, we get ready to take on the Longhorns, the biggest game of our year. It is time to win a bowl here with Navy, on our way to the Mountain West Conference as well. We need to end the season on a high note, and to do that, we are putting Maynor in the starting position here, as he has just shown success time and time again. As we get a defensive stop there, we take the early 7-3 lead. Second quarter, Maynor on the triple option, showing you the ability, the leadership. He puts the team on his back and picks up a huge touchdown. And then Robinson doing just the same for UT as they get a late touchdown before the half. Third quarter, defense needs a stop here in the goal line, and then they pick up a huge stop there and force a field goal. We head to the fourth, up 1 here on the Longhorns of UT. But the defense unable to really get anything going here, as the offense struggling. We pick up a field goal here late in this game. We take a 4-point lead, but UT would bounce back and get them into the red zone here, as yours to Bijan Robinson, and Robinson, untouched, into the end zone, gives the Longhorns the late lead. So a 3rd and 7. Maynor trying to pick up a first down. He gets almost enough, which would lead to a 4th and 2. We need the conversion on the triple option. We find Chance Warren. He picks up enough down to the 39-yard line, trailing by 3. Downfield on a 3rd and 10. We find Coleman for a 26-yard reception, and on a 3rd and 2, the defense strips the ball out of Warren's hands. We were just trying to set up a field goal, but unfortunately we lose this one. Texas, with a clutch stop, picks up the win over our Navy Midshipmen as we finish the year with the number 53 recruiting class, as we look forward to the next season in the Mountain West Conference.